I enrolled at college at 48 years old. Not an online college, going to campus my first quarter, all while building a coaching business, trying to raise kids, and losing 140 pounds. And this video is going to be an honest version of what that's actually like. Because no one tells you what it really feels like to walk onto a college campus as, most of the time, the oldest person in the room other than the professor. Nobody tells you what it does to your identity, and no one tells you what it has in common with every other transformation I've been through. So, let me tell you. First, why I went back. My career in sales ended in 2025. Not by choice. Industry changes wiped it out, and I found myself at 48 with a blank slate I didn't ask for. I could have looked for another sales job, found something similar, something that felt safe. But instead, I asked a different question. What do I actually want to build? And the answer was this: a coaching practice built on the methodology I developed losing 140 pounds, helping people rebuild their body, their mind, and their life. And to build it the right way, I needed to pursue some sort of certification, which meant going back to school. So I enrolled at Spokane Falls Community College, first quarter, 48 years old. Here's what no one tells you about going back to school as an adult. The discomfort can be real. You walk into a classroom and everyone is typically 20 years younger than you. And you're figuring out systems and platforms that your classmates grew up with. There's a learning curve that has nothing to do with the actual coursework. And there's a moment, and I think every adult student has it, where you wonder if you made the right call. I had that moment. And I remember something. I've had that moment before. Every single time I've done something that mattered. I had it in February of 25 when I started the transformation protocol. I had it when I decided to build a coaching business. I had it when I enrolled. The feeling of doubt isn't a signal to stop. It's a signal that you're doing something real. And here's what going back to college at 48 has taught me that I didn't expect. It has taught me about urgency. I sit in class and I watch some of these students who assume that they have time to figure it out later, time to take it seriously next semester. And I understand that feeling. I had it for 20 years. The difference is, I know how fast the time does go, and I know that it costs to wait. That urgency isn't anxiety, it's clarity. It's what happens when you stop pretending that time is unlimited and start treating it like a finite resource that it actually is. Here's what it has in common with the transformation itself: starting over. Whether it's your body, your career, your education, or your identity, always feels like you're behind. You look around and everyone else seems further ahead, more established, more certain, more ready. And that temptation is to wait until you feel ready too. But here's what I've learned from starting over multiple times in the past year. Ready is a feeling, and feelings can lie. You don't wait until you're ready. You start and you become ready in the process. That's true at 28, and that's true at 48, and it's true at any age. So if you're considering going back to school, starting a new career, rebuilding your health, or doing anything that feels like starting over, I want to say this directly. The age isn't the obstacle. The mindset is the obstacle. And a mindset is something we can actually work with. And if you want to talk through what starting over looks like in your specific situation, I do free 30-minute discovery calls, no pitch, no pressure, just real conversation. Links in the description. I'm Jeff. This is Becoming Lighter in Life and Mind. Subscribe if this resonated, and there's a lot more coming.